If you're somebody that's been investing into I bonds recently, you're probably wondering what's the next I bond rate going to be when it's announced in November of 2023. Well, there's two parts of that I bond. The first part, inflation, that inflation factor, you can figure that out by mid October. Right now, we've got 4 months of data in, and it's tracking towards the low threes. Right now, the inflation rate on your new I bond purchases is 3.38. It doesn't look like it's going to be changing too much from there. Perhaps it stays similar, perhaps it goes down a little bit. That's the inflation rate. Let's call it around 3.2% with the next inflation rate. But again, we only have 4 months out of sticks in the data. So we'll keep an eye on that. Then you've got the fixed rate. That's the wild card because right now you can get 0.9% when you buy an I bond through October of 2023. Who knows what the November rates are going to be? They don't publish the formula like they publish the inflation rate formula. But one thing to keep an eye on, and we'll put a link to it in the comments, is the real rates of interest in the economy. Right now, the real rates of interest are about 0.5%, half a point higher than they were 6 months ago when they were setting that fixed rate for the May through November purchases out there. So keep an eye on those fixed rates. It might give you an idea of whether the rates in November for the fixed amount are going up or going down. So right now it's looking like the next rates announced in November are going to be very similar to the current rates. There might be a little bit lower of an inflation rate, but there might be a little bit higher of the fixed rate. And if you're buying I bonds, that fixed rate is your gold. That's exactly what you're looking for, is to get as high of a fixed rate as you can with your I bond, because that fixed rate stays with you for 30 years. And it's been 15 years since the fixed rate has been as high as it is now. And we're keeping an eye on what that fixed rate might be in November. Take a look at that chart. You'll see that 21 and 22 had negative real rates of return. No wonder they were giving you 0% for a fixed rate. But that quickly changed. And that's something that you want to keep an eye on with your prediction of what the next I bond rate is going to be. It's not just the inflation rate that mattered like it was in 21 and 22. Now in 2023, you've got to keep an eye on that fixed rate as well. If you want to avoid making big mistakes with your retirement, subscribe to Retirement Revealed right now.